Thank you, Michelle, and Ayan for this nice introduction. I'm gonna focus my talk today regarding the AI with the information technology. And we all know that the most sector of artificial intelligence play a really great job in the information technology and all the areas. In 2022, the world got first-hand look at the remarkable advance in the AI technology, including the launch of the Open AI or ChatGPT, Chatbot, and image and art generator. Uh, Companies that aren't invest in the AI, it will be really become obsolete. For example, Google and YouTube, they have a partner company, Alphabet, uses AI and automation in virtually every aspect on its business, from advertisement, to pricing, to content promotion, to Gmail, spamming, filter, and many others. A lot of research have been going and done and working on the use of AI in information technology, information system as well. Here is the umbrella of the AI. If we look to this umbrella, it have many areas that are overlap, including the deep learning, machine learning, natural language processing, artificial intelligence, business intelligence. These are all combined together, and definitely there is the most important part, which is the statistic analysis that's being used for finding the probability in order to estimate the next action or predicted action or to be done. The most important part that I find a lot of research and goes in the machine learning, and that is my also field of interest and research. Here is the machine learning is a process that automatically improve or learn from the study or experience. That is the idea of the machine learning. It's to produce modules by analyzing every more complex data automatically. It's actually able to provide generalized solution through the architecture that can learn to improve its performance. Because of this interdisciplinary nature, it's play a vital role in various fields, including engineering, medicine, computing, and have been applied in various areas of ICT. Here I present the general classification of the machine learning. If we look carefully, there are four main parts, which is supervised learning, unsupervised learning, semi-supervised learning, and reinforcement learning. And under each one of them, there are other algorithms, or can I say, or modeling process. In the supervised learning, provides set of input and output, and we call it a data set with the labels, and it finds the relationship between them while training the system and in order to generate the model. So we basically provide input and output. We make the system learn from this set, and then in order to make the system be able to predict something is not been learned before. In the unsupervised learning, there is no output, which is no label and label associated with the input, and used to use the actually basically for classification, so for patterns, making clustering, reduction of anomaly detection, and other. Uh, However, most of the real-world application data combined, the combination there is a combination of the labeled and there's a labeled and unlabeled. So that's why there is the semi-supervised learning that have been introduced to work on the data that is combination of both label and unlabeled. The last one, which is reinforcement learning algorithm or techniques, which is continual learning by interacting with the environment and generate some information. So basically, they make the system do something, and then get a reward. And this reward could be positive or negative. The most higher or positive reward gonna be considered the optimum solution for the design, and part of it is a Q learning. Here is some of the machine learning models. I believe many of the IT staff did a lot of research and use it. And here is example of supervised learning. One of them is the neural network that include multiple layers. And basically gonna simulate actually how the brain is working by giving a weight for any input connect to the layers, and these layers increase these layers in between, actually improve the performance by going to the details. And there's a way of make a train this neural network by using back propagation and many other techniques. I'm not going to go in more details, but I just want to highlight some of these machine learning models. This another model, which is a graph representation of decision tree. It's clear there's a tree there, and there's a classification and different decision to be made. Here is the visualization of the reinforcement learning, and basically there's agent and interact with the environment. And then when this agent make action and then get a reward, and based on this reward we're gonna find what is the best solution that have been used and based in the typical application robotic system. When the robot there is no really guide, then when a robot reach a wall, then there is a negative or low reward, and then gonna find another direction and get a positive reward, and keep going until gonna find or we're gonna calculate all of these positive rewards, find the optimal path. But this have to be used for multiple iteration in order to find the best path. Here is some of the AI application, as Ian also mentioned in his talk. There are there are currently a lot of work done in the food automation using machine learning, like here making a pizza, and they put a camera and find where is the ages of this pizza in order to put the right ingredients and sauce. In addition, there is a drone for delivery and robotics for car automation. There's a lot of application previously and get further and further improved. Here making burger, and definitely many people use this robotic for vacuum, robotic for cleaning, and many other applications. Here is some of the use of the AI for tracking the path for the car used in Tesla car, and by making a camera and detect all the objects and how it's gonna find the right directions and auto driving. As I mentioned, machine learning have a lot of application. One of them is in ICT, and it solves many of the challenging in data communication and networking, including wireless sensor network, which is the area of my research, such as localization, coverage problem, anomaly, and fault detection and routings the data from one sensor to another sensor is a very hot topic as well. Data aggregation, synchronization, and many other use machine learning in ICT and in Internet of Things as well. Um, there are benefit of using the AI in the cybersecurity. Uh, it's basically have improve its knowledge to understand cyber threats and cyber risk by consuming billion of data artifacts. In addition, the AI used in cybersecurity by analyze the relationship between the threats like malicious files, IP addresses, suspicious IP addresses, or insider in second or minutes. Further, provide risk analysis, reduce the time security analysis takes to make a critical decision, which will be faster than definitely the human, and definitely the faster than the traditional method for detecting any malicious activities. Uh, in communication technology, also there's a remarkable growth in data traffic, a new application of communication such as wearable devices, autonomous system, drones, and Internet of Things continue to emerge and generate even more data traffic with various different performance requirements. This growth actually in the amount of data through different devices that generate all these data bring forward an visible need for more intelligent processing, operation, and optimization for the communication in the networks. Therefore, there is a need for integration machine learning into design, planning, and optimization of the future communication. Particularly emerging framework of deep learning can be used for intelligent processing in a broad range of or different range of scenarios. Um, I'm not going to go in more details, but there's a lot of work have been done and research going to how to use the machine learning or AI in the communication. Also, machine learning used in the wireless networks, as shown in this picture, there's a lot of sensors. All of these sensors generate some information. Some of these sensors are movable, that when it's moved, going to break the route for sending the data between them. That make a lot of challenges, and the AI or machine learning have been used to find the suitable or the optimal path for it. Here is some of the use of the machine learning in data routing. And this is in the wireless sensor network where all the sensors have to send data to a central point, which is the sink, what we call it. And finding the best route also with to save the sensors power is really a challenge task. Um, Here is battery power. It shows the battery power of the sensor networks is very have a limited small battery like your mobile device, and when you put a sensor in the area, you cannot actually change the batteries or recharge that battery. So that's saving the energy of the sensors is very important part for this work. And finally, I'm just gonna highlight that my recent or latest publication in the sensor network, which is used the reinforcement learning, have been published. And everybody, if interested, I'm happy to cooperate to do more work and talk more about the machine learning. Thank you all. And yeah, thank you, Michelle. And that's all for me for this small period of time.
Yeah, thank you so much. That was really interesting. And if anyone has any questions for O'Day, please put your hand up or ask. I do have one question while everyone's thinking. I was wondering if students in your course are asking you more and more about AI, like, are they worried about what it means for their, future and their employment, or are they interested in wanting to know more about, how they will be, coming across it in their roles, that sort of thing?
Yeah, actually, the machine learning goes in all areas, and
Mm.
definitely with the security. And some students, I find during my teaching sessions, are really interested in security,
Mm.
and they start talking about also research. And I also encourage them to have a research, and when they go to apply project with the security and machine learning, because it's used a lot actually in the firewall, how to find how to detect these packets or this communication is anomalous or abnormal or not normal. So detecting that is really a challenge.
Mm.
So there's a lot of interest in that area,
Okay,
Michelle.
yeah. Thank you. Does anybody have any questions for O'Day?
Certainly in the health area, we kind of like think we're overwhelmed with the vast amount of data, and then a lot of things in health. I think about big data and how do you analyze it. And I think one distinguished person's talked about the tsunami of information and the blizzard of methods, but then the drought of really experienced people who can actually make use of that. And I guess hopefully at some point in the future, O'Day or Rabia, some of your students will become very good at analyzing the vast amounts of data.